want to be better, do better, see better. It's time for Uplift with Cliff. To get a little uplift with Cliff. With Cliff. Time to rise, time to shift. Get your spark, get your gift. Yeah, it's time for Uplift with Cliff. Are you ready for some uplift with Cliff? Welcome to Uplift with Cliff.
And good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And with Cliff, I'm Cliff Long, your host with the most, not hostess. I'm your host with the most, your CEO here at the Orlando Regional Realtor Association. It is a beautiful day here in Orlando. It's going to be a hot one though. It's going to reach 90, going to reach 100. Hey, make sure those pets are not in the cars. Make sure that you've got some water to drink. You got to hydrate yourself. I do it with 100% fresh ORRA water, but make sure that you are hydrated and ready for today. Now, today's uplift is going to be swift, it's going to be quick, it's going to be sharp, it's going to be to the point. Did y'all get that sharp to the point? Y'all didn't catch that. Okay, but either way it goes. Today we're going to talk about focus and staying focused on the right things and your business being successful. Squirrel! You don't want that. You don't want to find yourself off in left field or right field because you got distracted. So my question today is, are you focused? I mean, really, are you focused on your business? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Are you really focused on your business? Can you see me now? I mean, don't you just love trade show shades? I do. I've got an addiction for them. I collect them every time. But can you see me now? How do you stay focused on your business? So in doing my research today, I came up with a little acronym on focus and what people need to do to stay focused on their business. Good morning, Amanda. Hafid Bujidi, good morning. Good to see you. Dick Fryer, my guy Dick, that is the bionic man. I'll let him tell his story. He's the $1 million man, the bionic man. Some of you young folks don't remember that. Good morning, Heather Hurry, good to see you. My sister, Amanda, good to see you. I saw Rose Kemp in there today. Good to see you, good to see you. So listen, today we're going to talk about staying focused. And what does it mean to stay focused? I mean, all these things in the world won't help you to stay focused. Focus happens right here. So follow me today because I created a little acronym. Actually, I didn't do it. Chat did it. But I created this little acronym on what focus means. FOCUS. F stands for find the one thing. The O stands for own your attention. Oh my God, you have to own your attention. Everything out there is fighting for your attention. But do you own your attention? The C stands for create boundaries. Ooh, that's deep. I should give myself a round of applause because you cannot have focus without boundaries. The U stands for use a system. Do you have a system that you follow every morning? A thing that you do consistently? Mandy, you got a system? Mandy's got a system, but do you have a system? Do you have a system that you use every day to help you stay focused? And then the S in the focus says stay connected to your purpose. Ooh, I stole that word purpose from somebody. The S says stay connected to your purpose. So many people forget why they started doing what they're doing. They're just out there droning away, working, doing stuff, but it's not paying the bills. It's not paying you. So listen, I'm going to kick off by saying, good morning, Diane. Good to see you. Listen, being busy, this is my first big point, is not the same as being effective. Ooh, there should be some people clapping to that. Being busy is not the same thing as being effective. Now listen, how many of you have ever worked all day, you grinded, you worked, you got to the end of the day, you're answering calls, you're replying to texts, you're checking your email, and then at the end of the day, you didn't actually get anything accomplished. You were busy all day. I mean, I am a big, I guess you would say victim of that. Walking around, talking to people, greeting classes, going to meetings, riding out to lunches, doing all this stuff, but I never actually got anything accomplished. I never actually accomplished what was actually in my to-do list. So being busy is not the same as being effective. You can go out and find something to do all day, every day, but did it accomplish your goal? I was chatting with Tico earlier today, and we were talking about he went home and he did something. He knew what he needed to be doing, but he found, oh, get this, he found his favorite distraction. Am I right, Tico?
Yeah.
He found his favorite distraction and found himself 2 hours down the drain, and it literally is down the drain because it's not paying you. He found his favorite distraction, and 2 hours later, he finally shook himself and caught himself. Listen, the worst thing today is this little thing right here. It is your biggest distraction. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see some people still rolling in. This thing right here that is supposed to empower you, it's actually the number one thing that distracts you. We are more connected than ever today, but also we are more distracted than ever today. How many of you guys have found yourself, instead of actually doing what you're supposed to be doing on your phone, you're doom scrolling, you're going off, you're finding yourself, the very thing that's supposed to be making you better is making you worse. You worked all day, you scrolled all day, but listen, you can't avoid it. There's a reason why. Have you guys not seen the Facebook ads for You Were Addicted, and talking about how the social media sites, they're doing class action lawsuits? That's a real thing. It's happening because they learned how you think. There's nothing worse than having the algorithm learn just exactly what Danielle is doing, what Juan is doing. And now Juan, like a bowl of cornflakes, it keeps on feeding you. Don't turn away. Don't turn away. Don't turn that. Don't change yet. Don't you want to see this little dancing squirrel? Don't turn yet. No, 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 no. Your husband's ex from college, she just planted some roses in her garden. Don't you want to see those roses that your husband's ex or your boyfriend's ex planted? Yeah. She did it because of you. Yeah, she did. We will find 20 different ways to lose our focus. We're more connected than ever, but we're also more distracted than ever. Listen, and the number one thing you've got to look out for, especially when you get this thing, listen to me, Margaret, I'm telling you right now, especially when you get this thing, I'm about to blow your mind. Here come the angels. I'm about to blow your mind. Distractions often come disguised as opportunities. Oh, wow. I could sell that in a 6 CD set on Time Life for $49.99 and make $1 million, but I just gave you that for free. Distractions often come disguised as opportunities. Mandy, how many times have you seen something and said, I'm about to make some money? You see this, you see that thing, and you think, I can do this, I can sell that, I'm gonna go start a LLC. And in your mind, you're getting ready to go do something, but guess what? You really just lost your focus on that thing you were already trying to do. I know people that have started 10 or 12 businesses, Tico. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
There's people, they got a shoe company, they got a hair company, they selling weave, they selling shoes, they're selling real estate, they're selling Arbonne, they're selling Mary Kay, they're selling makeup, they're selling cars. But they work a 9 to 5 someplace else. Stay focused. Distractions oftentimes come as opportunities, and if you don't stay focused on the main mission, you're going to miss it altogether. Good morning, everybody. I see Lisa Hill. I love Lisa more because she's logging in from Texas. She's traveling. Megabar Camp, is it, Lisa? Whichever one of those KW events, y'all have a lot of them, but whichever one of them it is, stay successful, girlfriend. But listen, these things, remember, distractions come disguised as opportunities. Every call feels urgent. Oh my God, everything's an emergency. Everything is, you gotta come now, you gotta do this now. There's somebody downstairs right now. There's somebody unannounced right now. What are you gonna do? How will you take back your productivity? Listen, here comes another drum roll moment. Being available every minute is not the same thing as being effective. Being available to everyone is the number one danger to your focus. When that phone rings, if it's not an emergency and if it's not part of what you're actually trying to accomplish today, put that thing down. Listen, stop playing words with friends. Stop busting bubbles. Stop, focus. Don't lose your focus today. And people want your time. They want your attention. So today, if you're in sales, distraction is the number one thing that's coming against you. You should be working with a client. You should be out there prospecting. Oh my gosh. If you're in sales, you should absolutely be prospecting. But the problem with it is when you should be prospecting, you're now playing a game. You have now flipped over to Facebook. You have now flipped over to Instagram. You are TikToking when you should be door knocking. Oh my God, that's a crickets moment. I just blew your mind. You are TikToking when you should be door knocking. I'm going to close this first one out by saying this. Whatever consistently receives your attention will eventually receive your results. Boom. Whatever consistently receives your attention will eventually receive your results. So, got 2 hours for a video game? Great. You're going to beat that level. You're going to beat the boss. You're going to make it to the end. But guess what you didn't do in those last 2 hours? You ain't made a dime. You've lost everything. Guess what? You've looked at somebody else's business. You've studied their business. You've looked at their sales. You've looked at their CRM. You've liked their posts. But guess what you didn't do? You didn't make any money for all that effort you just put in. You have been rage baited. You have been talked to. You 12 clicks into somebody's history. You're looking at her hair, her nails, you're looking at his car. He leased that Ferrari. He ain't making that kind of money in this economy. You are looking at everything but what you're supposed to be looking at, because whatever consistently receives your attention will eventually receive your results. I hope everybody got something for that. So what's the F in it? I told you it's to find the one thing. What's the single most important thing that you can do to move your business forward? Your business. What is the single most important thing that you can do to move your business forward? Not the easiest thing. I'm coming up on a point, guys. I'm getting ready to make a hard truth, speak a hard truth. Not the easiest thing, not the loudest thing, not the thing someone else wants you to do. Remember what I said, and I wrote this in the notes. If you're a real estate business owner, the most important thing that you should be doing is prospecting, following up on your leads, meeting a potential seller, training your team, or reviewing your company's financial position. Not my financial position, your own financial position. We often avoid these types of activities. Tico, can I tell them why?
Tell them why, Cliff.
Juan, can I tell them why?
Absolutely.
Danielle, can I tell them why? Margaret, can I tell them why? Margie, can I tell them why? Yes. The reason, Mandy, am I clear? The reason that we avoid these activities is because they require concentration. And the thing we don't want to do the most is sit and apply ourselves. We give ourselves over to our distractions, like a drug addiction. We give ourselves over to those things because what you really need to be doing is sitting down, focusing on your business. But that's the hard thing to do, because when you do that, Tamara, it forces you to face reality. When you do that, you actually see your bills, you see your money, you see your life, you see your marriage. So instead, we do anything else that looks like business. We start cleaning our inbox. We adjust a flyer. We scroll through social media. Looks like business, feels like business, talks like business, but it ain't your business. We start looking at what they're saying down there about this, what they're saying there about that. But that's not your business. Stay focused on prospecting. Stay focused on selling. Stay focused on whatever. If you're one of my elected officials that listen to this, today you need to be running through the finish line. You should be at the supervisor of elections office. You should be standing on a corner waving. You need to run through the finish line. Don't look at somebody else's social media. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm adjusting my computer right here. Good morning, Jay. Good to see you. So listen, I talked about the F. Listen, these activities may make you feel productive, but one more nugget of truth, activity and progress are not the same thing. Oh my gosh, I wish more people got that. Tico, you can always find something to do, but does it get you where you need to be? Activity and progress are not the same thing. If you're sitting at home eating bonbons, telling yourself, I'm gonna get up at 10, I'm gonna get up at 11, I'm gonna get up at 12, stop. First of all, did you even have a list of what you're supposed to be doing today? Because if you don't, you already lost the game. If you didn't have a list of where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be calling, and what you're supposed to be doing today, you've already lost the game. Every day, write down your one thing. Write down your one thing. Make sure that there's that one thing that you're going to accomplish that is going to move you forward. Let's talk about, so F is to find your thing. The O is to own your attention. Focus. Own your attention. People are fighting for your attention. Oh my gosh, they're doing everything they can. They're talking about it. They're posting about it. They're doing this. They're doing that. Where's your attention? Is any of this making you money? Is any of this repairing your marriage? Is any of this helping you win an election? Is any of this paying your bills? You've got to, listen, if you don't, oh, this is a good one. I wrote this one down. I patted my own self on the back for this one, Mandy. If you don't decide where your attention goes, oh, this is deep. Tico. This is like a Ginsu. I'm about to cut him. If you don't decide where your attention goes, someone or something will decide for you. Oh my gosh. Crickets, crickets, crickets. If you don't decide where your attention goes, social media, that's why there are lawsuits coming out now. It is designed to get your attention. There are people out there talking about Cliff, they're talking about this, they're talking about that, and they're so lost to what actually happens in the social media algorithm, Mandy. The more they click on me, Juan, the more Facebook feeds you me. Oh my God. And pretty soon you are mad. You big mad. You rage baited. The more you click on something negative about ORRA, the more you click on this, the more the algorithm feeds you. And now you are down a 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour path towards losing everything because you did not stay focused. Keep on concentrating. These activities, I'm trying to tell you, if you don't own where your attention goes, something or someone will decide for you. All right, y'all ready for something else deep? Here we go. Every notification that you receive on your phone is a request for a piece of your life. Every notification that you receive on your phone is a request for a piece of your life. Do you guys ever think about that? Every time you get a push notification, every time you get a push notification, it's a request for a little bit more of your time. Somebody out there is, I see y'all are lighting up. Brenda, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Every time you get a push notification, it is a request for a piece of your time. Oh, okay. Technology is a wonderful servant, but Margaret, it's a terrible master. Technology is a wonderful servant, but it's a terrible master. What are you giving your time to? Why is your business not taking off? Because you're minding my business. Why is your business not where it's supposed to be? Because you're on Facebook looking at somebody else's business. Because you're not prospecting. Because you're not doing those things that require concentration. Because concentration hurts. Concentration means that you forsook and pushed everything else out of your mind. Concentration means I stay focused and I don't get to watch the juicy stuff. I don't listen to that. I don't see that. I don't taste that. Guys, stay focused on your business today. The C, the F, the O, I said own your attention. The C stands for create boundaries. We talk about this on Uplift all the time. Without boundaries, everything is urgent. Oh my God. Tico. Do y'all hear me out there? If you understand that without, I want y'all to put it in the chat. Without boundaries, everything is urgent. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, everybody out there. Without boundaries, everything is urgent. I used to be a victim of this, Tico. Everything was urgent. Every time I got a text message, every time I got this. And so finally, I had to put it down. I just started putting the phone down because it was owning me. The push notifications had me addicted. And I do mean that the way I said it, because we're learning that today about social media. The push notifications had me, they got me. But without boundaries, everything becomes urgent. Work starts to follow you home. Family time, one, becomes phone time. Oh, wow. Family time becomes phone time. Rest, oh, okay, I'm talking about the psychological revolution. Rest becomes guilt. Rest becomes guilt. I'm going deep on y'all today. I know I'm cutting some of you. I know that you don't like it, but when you have lost focus, when you've lost focus, rest becomes guilt. I'll sleep when I'm dead. You idiot, you be dead. Rest becomes guilt. You need to rest. You need to make sure. Eventually, your energy, your creativity, and your patience begin to disappear, Juan. Your energy starts to disappear. Your creativity starts to disappear, and your patience for people start to disappear. Guys, I'm trying to help you guys today. I'm trying to break that addiction. I'm trying to help you guys get your business back. I'm trying to help you get your life back on track. I'm trying to help you do things that actually make you money instead of worrying about what else is going on in the atmosphere out there today. Rose says, rest and be the, Brenda, I know. Rose said, rest and be the best. So, and here I'm going to close out this one by saying, when everything is treated as an emergency, nothing gets your best judgment. Shh, that's different. When everything is treated like an emergency, Margaret, nothing gets your best judgment, because it changes how you react to everything. It changes how you see everything. It changes how you deliver. You understand that, Tamara? When everything is treated as an emergency, you don't use your best judgment anywhere. So I'm going to get off of that. Let's get to the you. It is 9:22 a.m. You're watching Uplift with Cliff on August the 18th. I hope I'm helping somebody today. I hope I'm dropping bombs. Listen, I want you guys, if this has been beneficial, if you like what you're hearing, we are growing our channel again. I want you to stop right now and hit share. I want you to pledge to hit share. I want you to type down and say, I'm going to commit to share this. I'm about 8 minutes away from affirmations, but I got 2 more points that I need to make. But if you like this, if this is beneficial, if we're hitting home today, if we're helping people today to get back on track, to get their business, their life, their personal life, their professional life back on track, make sure that you share today's episode. Send it to somebody and just say, hey, you should hear this. You should read this. You should watch this. Okay, so what's the U stand for? The U stands for use a system. You should always have a system that works. Here's my system. What needs to be, the staff heard me say this a while back, who else needs to know? You guys remember that? Who else needs to know? Because our number one problem here at ORRA is hands down communication. Communication, making sure that everybody that needs to know, every department does not operate in a silo. But a good system asks 3 questions. A good system asks 3 questions. What needs to be done? Who is responsible for doing it? And this is a nod to one of our therapists, by when. When does it need to be done? You guys have all heard by when. Listen, what needs to be done? Who is responsible for doing it? And when does it need to be done? That is a simple system. If you sit down every night, if you go to work every day, if you just talk about it and you look at your computer or your phone and make sure that that phone is full of reminders that talk about what needs to be done today. What do I need to do today? I need to call this client. I need to call this seller. I need to call this buyer. I need to call this mortgage company. I need to call this title company. What needs to be done? Who is responsible? Call everybody that is supposed to do something in your atmosphere. Call the person that does the yards. Call the person that cleans the house. Call the person that gets it ready. Call the person who is responsible. And then when will it be completed? By when? Make a commitment, take a commitment, make sure that you understand that when this thing is supposed to happen. Keep it simple, keep it visible, and keep it working. Keep it simple, keep it visible, and keep it working. Use a system. Systems are the confusion buster. Using a system will tell you what you're supposed to be doing with your time and keep you from doom scrolling and finding yourself off in right field looking and wondering what President Trump is doing. President Trump has not made you any money. Talking about President Trump has not made you any money. President Obama didn't make you any money. Talking about President Obama didn't make you any money. There are still people out there looking for his birth certificate. Are you still looking for the birth certificate? Or there's still people out there worrying about Hunter Biden. There's still people out there worrying about Trump. Listen, put the TV down. Put Fox News and MSNBC down. Focus on your business. Focus on your business. Listen, the S, what does the S stand for? Good morning. Okay, Melinda, good to see you. I see you commenting. Yes, Rose, sharing is caring, and I know you care. The S, stay connected to your purpose. You don't need to open a new LLC. Work the one you got, boo. You don't need to go out and start a new company. Focus on the one you got. Stay connected to your purpose. Okay, here's my note on this one. Focus becomes difficult when we forget why, listen, our work matters. Ooh, I got to unfold this one. I got to unpeel this onion a little bit. I got to go a little bit different on this one. Focus becomes difficult when we forget why our work matters. See, Juan, when you let your work whittle down to making money, Mandy, then the money distracted you. Now you've lost your purpose. Once you lose your purpose and you no longer remember why you started doing what you are doing, you're gone. If your purpose, see, you've got to make sure that what you do for a living, you're passionate about that. But when you lose that passion about it, everything else in your life starts to unravel and it becomes easy to become unfocused. Everybody got that? So focus becomes difficult when we forget why our work matters. But if you can remember, for instance, I'll use me as an example. What motivates me is not the office or money. I'm not money motivated. What I am is people motivated. I love helping people. And I love the fact, and I know the fact that realtors build better neighborhoods. I know the fact that the people that I work for are helping people to vote right now. I know that the people I work for are changing people's lives and helping them to achieve the American dream. And that means that by helping them, I'm part of the mission. And I could whittle that down so much deeper that I don't have time for right now. But I haven't lost track of why I'm doing what I'm doing, because the people that I work with and that I work for, they matter and they're doing great things. So focus only becomes difficult when we forget why our work matters. Deadlines, clients, in the market, that can help you to lose your sighting. Your purpose is not going to eliminate distraction, but it does help you decide what deserves your attention. Now, today I want you to take what I call a focus commitment. We're going to do a focus commitment. I want you to think about the one distraction, Margaret, the one distraction that's been stealing too much of your time. Everybody, start thinking about that thing that is causing you to lose money. What's that thing that is taking too much of your time, Juan? Maybe it's your phone, maybe it's email, maybe it's unnecessary meetings. I had to get rid of all these doggone meetings. I had too many meetings. That's why we got Danielle in here. Maybe it's it's a lack of learning or knowing how to delegate. What's taking your time today? Guys, really sit there. I want you to put it in the chat. Don't put anything personal. Do not put somebody's name in there. I want you to just sit down and say, what's taking my time today? Because we're going to make a pledge, a commitment today to stop focusing on that thing. It could be your phone. It could be email. It could be unnecessary meetings. It could be work that needs to be delegated. And here's mine. Rod, Facebook. Rod, you better preach. What is that one thing that's taking too much of your time? It's not making you any money. Here's mine. Saying yes. I'm a people pleaser. I let too many people in my space. Yep, that's one of the things that has been killing my productivity. Saying yes to too many people, letting too many people in my space. Now, I want you to choose the one thing that you're going to do different this week. Not all of them. Don't try to change everything at once. Going cold turkey will put you out of business, because some of those things, Mandy, have you actually started working into your systems? You just don't know it. So choose one thing that you're going to make a change on this week and commit yourself to making that change. You got to become stronger than your distractions. You're not going to get out of this if you don't become stronger than your distraction, because the world is not going to become less distracting. It's actually going to become more distracting. There will always be another notification. The entire email ecosphere, the system is built on getting your attention. I actually have, and this is the honest truth, when I add new apps, Tico, I don't allow them to give me notifications. I want you guys to practice that. When you add a new app, Mandy, you know if you need it or not. You know if you're going to use it or not. I do not allow the apps to give me notification. I don't want to hear from you. I don't. You're just going to keep on feeding me and tell me about Mrs. Wiffle's dog. That neighborhood app, last night it had me. Listen, I got to tell you this story. I got the neighbor. How many of you guys have Nextdoor on your phone? Okay, Mandy has it. She's the only one with enough courage to admit it. So I've got the Nextdoor app on my phone, and last night it just sent me a notification, and I clicked on it, and there was this lady, and she's talking about how she might commit suicide and how she didn't feel good about this. And I kept on scrolling because her dog ran away. And I was like, oh my gosh, now we're not talking about people and their pets, because I know people are passionate about their fur animals, but we're talking about Cliff Long. And what he did next, Captain Save 'em, is screenshotting this lady, and I'm forwarding it to my friends at the police department. I don't know this lady, but I'm about to save her life. I'm screenshotting it. I'm sending it to police officers. This is a true story. I've got this lady getting ready to get Baker acted out of her house. I don't know this lady, but I have lost focus. I'm not minding my own business, Tico. And then God just had it to where I sent the officer the text, but I didn't send him the picture. So his response was a question mark. And then when I went back and found the picture and I clicked on the comments, 58,000 people had already responded to this situation. But here I am getting ready to have this lady called up one more time for whatever's going on. Stay focused. Stay focused. It happens to the best of us. The doom scrolling, those push notifications are there to get your attention. The world is not going to become any less distracting. There's always going to be another notification, another demand, another opportunity, and another reason to postpone what matters. The goal is not to eliminate every distraction, it's to become stronger in the midst of the distractions. Find your thing, that's the F. Own your attention, that's the O. C is create boundaries. The U is use a system. Please use a system. And the S is stay connected. Your future will not be determined by everything that competes for your attention. Now let's talk about distracted people. It is 9:33. I'm 3 minutes over, but I got to close with this. Listen, ask yourself, when people start reaching out to you to talk to you about things that don't make you money, that don't matter to your children, your husband, your marriage, or your life, ask yourself, is this truly important? Or is it simply, oh, you ready? Here we go. I wrote this one down. I loved it. Is this truly important? Or is it simply important to the person interrupting me? Wow. Is this really important? Or is it really important to the person that's interrupting me? Because somebody else is getting ready to make their fire your fire. Somebody else is getting ready to make their emergency your emergency. Do you guys get that? Is it truly important? Anna Gazzara, that's right, 100%. Other people's urgency, oh my gosh, here comes an angel moment. Y'all are gonna wanna type this one. Other people's urgency can become your emergency. Other people's urgency can become, y'all should be typing that. You should be giving me an offering on that. Other people's urgency can become your emergency. Distracted people want to distract you. Oh my gosh. Okay, here, I actually put it down here. Distracted people often recruit company. Distracted people often recruit company. They don't recruit agents. They don't recruit brokers. They don't recruit clients. They don't recruit sales. They recruit company. Distracted people recruit company. People avoid their own work. They're looking for conversation, unnecessary meetings, or other issues and problems to discuss. Wow, that's deep. Distracted people are looking for company. Your availability can become, listen to this. We talk about that addiction. Your availability can become their escape from doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh, you guys are texting me. I see you. Rod, I see you. Your availability can become their escape from doing what they're supposed to be doing. So listen, their priorities, guys, I got to put this down. Their priorities are not your priorities. What's going on in their life? There are people out there because they had an emergency, Tico. They want to draw you into their emergency. Now both of y'all upset. Now both of y'all mad. Now his blood pressure is your blood pressure. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You guys should be applauding me because you took on somebody else's burden. Their priorities are not your priorities. You need to worry about yourself, your business, your house, your children, your money. Listen, I got to get ready to cut this off. It is 9:30. What time is it, guys? It's 9:36 today. You're watching Uplift with Cliff. I have so many more things to talk to you about. But listen, draw those boundaries. Make sure you draw boundaries because that trains people on how to treat you. When you draw boundaries, it trains people on how to treat you. But remember, constant access trains people to interrupt you. Constant access, drawing boundaries trains people on how to treat you, but constant access trains them to interrupt you. You have been watching Uplift with Cliff. It is time for us to get ready to go, but we don't leave without affirmation because this world is a cruel, cruel world, so somebody's got to tell you how great you are. I want you to say to yourself, our first affirmation, you ought to know this one by heart. We've been saying it for a couple of years. Say it with me. Today is going to be my best day ever. I need you to speak it. I recorded one of my motorcycle vlogs today, and it's one of the first things I said. I have no reason to believe, Danielle, that today is not going to be my best day ever. Today's going to be your best day ever. Today is going to be your best day ever. Say it, say it, say it. Put it in the blog. Put it in the chat. Have you shared this video yet? If you haven't, shame on you because you can change somebody's life today. You can change somebody's business today. You can change the direction that someone is going in today by helping them stay focused. So I need you to say today is gonna be my best day ever. You can say today. You can say this week. You can say this month. You can say the rest of the year. But you firmly got to believe that it's going to be your best day ever. The second affirmation is this. I want you to say it. You can't stop me from loving you. I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to get your phone, and I want you to get it. I want you to put it, you see this phone? I want you to put the little reverse icon where you're looking at yourself, just like you're looking at my phone, and I want you to say to yourself, you can't stop me from loving you. Listen, if you love yourself, don't worry about how anyone else feels. Look at that camera, look at that phone. I want you to record yourself today, and if you're listening, post it for me to your Facebook page. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to pull up your video. 10 seconds. All right, 10 seconds is almost up. But I want you to say to yourself, you can't stop me from loving you. Say it to yourself, please. This world is hard. Let me tell you something. They're going to tell you that you're fat. They're going to tell you that you're short. They're going to tell you that you're broke. They're going to tell you that you don't have enough education. They're going to tell you that your tax won't let you get a job. How many people are still succumbing to that one? Not applying, not going somewhere because I got a sleeve. Because now, you know, these neck tattoos up here and them teardrops, I'm not going to hire you. But just kidding. I didn't mean that I did. I didn't mean that, but listen. Stop that. You're going to get the job. Your life is going to change today. This is your best week ever. Look in that phone and say, you can't stop me from loving you. Say it to yourself because, again, they'll tell you that you're black, you're white, you're Hispanic. They'll tell you all these things. They'll give you all these reasons. But if you don't walk in that room with the confidence of the Lord himself, you ain't going to get it. Because if you're doubting before you get there because of what other people have said, you're dead in the water. And the last thing I want you to say is, I love people and people love me. You got to know that you're accepted. You got to know that you're wanted. You got to know, Tico, that people want to do business with you. I love people and people love me. So listen, just say, today's going to be my best day ever. Just say, you can't stop me from loving you, and say, I love people and people love me. And if you can do that, and if you can say that, and if you're willing to share this, this little bit of love, this little bit of encouragement, this little bit of focus with somebody, then all those things will come true. I sound like Joel Osteen. Okay, let me back off. We're not at the church. All I'm going to tell you is you're setting yourself up to have your best week ever. Big shout out to Mandy. No, I love her. Shani, good to see you today. Yolanda, it's good to see you today. Hold on, folks. I got to look and see who's on the chat today. I got a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. I'm not going to get to everybody. Oh, my God, there's so many. Okay, let me just stop right there. If I didn't call your name, I love you. I will get to you in a couple weeks. Remember a couple of things. Go vote today. Go vote today. Go vote today. And if you're in District 7, this association is supporting Deidre Graybill. Look on our website for all of our Realtor champions today so that no matter where you are in Orlando, you know who we are supporting. I want you guys to make sure that the Florida Realtors Convention is happening this week out at Rose and Shingle Creek. Be a good guy. Be a good girl. Go out and participate and meet some of your realtors nationwide. And remember that this association absolutely, unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, loves you. That's it. This has been Uplift with Cliff. I'm your host with the most. I love you. God bless you. Have a great week. And share, like, thumbs up. Goodbye.